Hey everyone! Today, we are tackling one of the most frequently confused areas in all of English. Past tense. Did, was, and were. 3 words that all live in the past, but each one has a completely different job. And mixing them up is extremely common, even for learners who have been studying English for years. So if you have ever thought, wait, should I say did or was here? You are in exactly the right place today. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly which one to use every single time. Not by memorizing rules, but by understanding the simple logic behind each word. Before we start, tell us in the comments, which of these 3 confuses you most? Did, was, or were? Write your answer. We read every single comment. And if you are new here, welcome to Real English Podcast. Subscribe for a new episode every single day. Now let us get into it. Did versus was versus were. Here we go.
Let us start with did. And the most important thing to understand about did is this. Did is the past tense helper of the verb do. It is used to form questions and negatives in the past simple tense for action verbs. So did is all about actions, things that happened in the past. Exactly. Did is used when you want to ask or say something about a past action. Did you eat breakfast? Did she call you? Did they finish the project? Did he go to the meeting? All past actions, asking whether they happened or not. Did also appears in positive sentences for emphasis, right? Like, I did finish my homework, meaning I really did finish it. Excellent! Emphatic did. I did call you. You just did not answer. She did study. She just did not pass. He did try his best. This emphatic did adds strong insistence to a positive statement. Very natural in spoken English when you want to correct a misunderstanding. And one more important point. Did is the same for all subjects. I did, you did, he did, she did, we did, they did. No exceptions at all. Did never changes.
That is such a relief compared to was and were, which do change by subject. Did is wonderfully universal. Same form for everyone.
Say these out loud. Did you watch the match last night? She didn't understand the question. Did they enjoy the film? I didn't sleep well at all. Say each one clearly and feel how did handles all the action. Write a did question in the comments. Ask us something about our past using did. For example, did you always want to make a podcast? We will answer every single one.
Now, was. And was is completely different from did. Was is the past tense of the verb be, not do. So while did is for actions, was is for states, for describing how things were, the condition, the quality, the feeling, the identity.
So was is used with the verb be in the past?
Exactly. I was tired after the long journey. The film was absolutely brilliant. She was so nervous before the presentation. The weather was perfect that day. All states describing conditions that existed in the past, not actions that happened.
And was has a subject rule, right? It does not work with all subjects like did does? Correct. And this is where many learners make mistakes. Was is only used with I, he, she, and it. I was, he was, she was, it was. These are the only subjects that take was. For all other subjects, you, we, they, you must use were. So the same feeling, the past of be, but the word changes depending on who you're talking about? Exactly. I was happy. Correct. She was happy. Correct. We was happy? Incorrect. We were happy. They was excited? Incorrect. They were excited.
And was is used for negatives and questions too, right? She wasn't there. Was he at the office?
Perfect. Was not contracted to wasn't for negatives. I wasn't ready. It wasn't what I expected. She wasn't feeling well. And for questions, was moves before the subject. Was she late? Was it expensive? Was he there when you arrived? And was appears in progressive tenses too, like I was working, she was sleeping, right? Excellent point. Was is the helper for past continuous tense too. I was working when you called. She was sleeping when the alarm went off. He was waiting for over an hour. Was plus ing form, describing something that was in progress at a specific moment in the past. Say these out loud. I was completely exhausted after the exam. She wasn't sure what to say. Was the journey comfortable? The food was absolutely incredible. Say each one and feel was describing states and conditions. Write a was sentence in the comments. Describe how you were feeling at some point in the past. For example, I was so nervous when I had my first English conversation with a native speaker.
And were, the partner of was. Same job, past tense of be, but for different subjects.
Exactly. Were is used with you, we, and they in the past. You were amazing in that presentation. We were so relieved when it was over. They were completely unprepared for the questions. All past states, all using were because the subjects are you, we, or they. So the simple rule is I, he, she, it takes was, you, we, they takes were. That is the complete rule in one sentence. Single third person, was. Second person and plurals, were. You were. We were. They were. And of course, you always takes were, whether it refers to one person or many people. And were also appears in negatives and questions the same way as was?
Exactly the same pattern. Were not contracted to weren't. You weren't listening. They weren't ready. We weren't sure about the plan. And for questions, were moves before the subject. Were you there? Were they happy with the result? Were we supposed to bring something? And there is one special rule about were, right? Something about if sentences? Very sharp. Yes, this is an important exception. In formal and correct English, when you use if to describe an imaginary or hypothetical situation, you use were for all subjects, even I, he, she, it. If I were you, I would take that job. If she were here, she would know what to do. If it were possible, I would do it.
So even though we say I was normally, in if conditional sentences, we say if I were?
In formal, written, and careful spoken English, yes. If I were you sounds more correct than if I was you. Although you will hear both in everyday casual speech. For exams and formal writing, always, if I were.
Say these out loud. Were you at the meeting yesterday? They weren't expecting such good news. We were absolutely thrilled when we heard. Were they comfortable with the arrangement? Say each one naturally.
Write a were sentence in the comments. Something about a group of people or about you in the past. For example, we were so proud when we finished our first full English conversation without switching languages.
Quick memory trick before the conversations. Picture 3 workers in a past tense factory, each one doing a completely different job. 3 workers. I am ready. Worker 1, did. This worker only handles actions. Every time an action happened in the past, Did is on duty. Did you call? I didn't go. She didn't finish. He did try. All actions. Did handles them all, for every single subject, without exception.
Did, the action worker, universal, no subject restrictions.
Worker 2, was. This worker handles states for the small group. I, he, she, it. How they were, what they were, where they were, conditions and feelings for singular subjects. I was tired. She was nervous. It was perfect. Was, the state worker for I, he, she, it, the small singular group.
Worker 3, were. This worker handles states for the larger group. You, we, they. And also for I sentences, for everyone. You were wonderful. We were ready. They were late. If I were you. Were. The state worker for you, we, they, the larger group, plus all if sentences. Memory trick. Did equals past action worker, all subjects. Was equals past state, I, he, she, it. Were equals past state, you, we, they, plus if.
Now, 4 natural conversations. Listen, then repeat. Conversation 1, after a holiday. Welcome back, Daniel. How was your trip? It was absolutely wonderful. The weather was perfect and the food was incredible. Did you visit many places?
We did. We were in 3 different cities. The first one was a little overwhelming, but we were fine after the first day.
Did you have any problems at all?
We didn't have any major problems. There was one moment where we weren't sure about the directions, but a local helped us.
Were the people friendly? They were so warm and welcoming. I didn't expect it to feel so comfortable so quickly. Conversation 2, talking about yesterday. Anna, did you manage to finish the report yesterday?
I did, yes, just about. It was really long. I was at my desk until 9 o'clock. Oh, that is late. Were you tired by the end? Completely exhausted. The data wasn't cooperating, and I didn't have all the figures I needed.
Did anyone help you?
My colleague stayed late too. We were both determined to finish it before today.
Was the client happy with it?
They were very pleased, actually. All that late work was worth it. Conversation 3, childhood memories. Daniel, were you a good student at school? I was quite good at some subjects, but I wasn't very interested in others. Did you enjoy languages at school? I did, actually. Languages were always my favorite. What about you?
I was terrible at maths, but I loved reading. I didn't find school very easy overall. Were your teachers supportive? Most of them were wonderful. There was one teacher who wasn't very patient, but she did push us to work hard. Did you have a favorite teacher?
I did. My English teacher was incredible. She was the reason I fell in love with the language.
Conversation 4, a difficult situation.
Anna, were you at the team meeting this morning? It was quite tense.
I was, yes. The atmosphere wasn't very comfortable, was it?
It wasn't. Did the manager say anything directly to you?
She didn't speak to me specifically, but I was a bit worried she was going to.
Were the others as nervous as I was?
They were definitely on edge. Nobody did anything wrong, though. The situation was just stressful.
Did it resolve itself in the end?
It did. By the end of the meeting, everyone was much more relaxed. It was fine. Okay, mistake time. These are the most common errors we hear with did, was, and were.
Mistake 1. Using did with the verb be. For example, did you were at the party? Incorrect. Be never works with did. For past states using be, use was or were directly. Were you at the party? Was she there? Never did you were or did she was.
Mistake 2. Using was with you, we, or they. For example, you was late. They was ready. We was excited. All incorrect. You, we, they always take were. You were late. They were ready. We were excited. Was only works with I, he, she, and it.
Mistake 3. Using were with he, she, or it. For example, he were very angry. She were tired. It were expensive.
Mistake 4. Using the past tense after did. For example, did you went there? She didn't finished it. Incorrect. After did or didn't, always use the base form.
All incorrect. He, she, and it always take was. He was very angry. She was tired. It was expensive. And the golden summary: 3 workers with 3 jobs. Did for past actions, universal. Base verb after it. Was for past states with I, he, she, it. Were for past states with you, we, they. Write that in the comments right now. Write your own did, was, were sentences in the comments. We reply to every single one. The memory trick one more time. Did, the action worker, all subjects, base verb after it. Was, the state worker for I, he, she, it. Were, the state worker for you, we, they, plus all if sentences. We cannot wait to read yours. Thank you so much for being here today and working so hard on your English. Bye everyone, see you in the next episode.